Hey guys, I'm back, and this one is a bit of a sequel to a previous video I made. I'm just gonna dive into it. The previous video I made was bad movies I low-key like, which is where I listed 10 bad movies, or like movies that people considered bad, that when I watched them I low-key enjoyed them. Like, I could understand why they were called bad movies, but like, I don't know, I just enjoyed them for like varying reasons. Like, one of them was Pacific Rim 2. The only reason I like that movie is because, one, I think the argument that the robots like move too fast, it's kind of dumb, because, you know, I don't know, I understand why, because like it removes that really cool factor of them moving like slowly and realistic. But like, it's giant robots like punching each other and punching giant monsters. In my opinion, that's just very cool. And that ending part where, okay, I'm not gonna talk about the ending. Watch the movie. Let's talk about good movies that I low-key hate. Hate is kind of a strong word. These are just like good movies that I didn't hate them, but like when I watched them, I didn't enjoy them, I guess. And yeah, this is kind of like the opposite of my previous video. But without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it. Now, number one is Avatar 2. Okay, so have you ever seen Avatar by James Cameron? You know, the one with those big blue people? And like the main character, he becomes one of them through like changing his mind into one of them. There's a bit more to it than that. And I like the first movie. Like, I thought the first movie was cool. I like James Cameron as a director. I've seen Terminator. It's cool. But Avatar 2, I don't know, I didn't like it as much as I liked the first one. And I thought the story was a bit like lackluster, I guess. Like, the story just wasn't like as compelling to me. And all of this is like a personal opinion. Like, I'm not speaking any truths. I'm just speaking from my mind, and I'm speaking from like my personal opinions on these movies. So if you can't handle that, too bad. I don't know. Yeah, Avatar 2, I don't know. I just thought the story was a bit eh. Like, I didn't really like it. CGI and all that, really good. Like, it's a movie, looks great. I just thought the story was a bit like I said, kind of lackluster. Like, I didn't like it as much as I liked the original one. Number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, this movie, I'm not really sure how to explain it, cause it's like it's a multiverse movie, and like, it's not like an MCU, like Marvel multiverse movie, nothing like that. It's like, I think it's like the multiverse movie. So basically, the main character, I think she's being hunted. I can't really remember because I haven't seen these movies in ages. But like, she like transfers her consciousness to, she transfers her consciousness to different versions of ourselves throughout different universes. And to me, like, I like the characters in the movie. Like, I thought it, like, it looked cool, and I liked the I liked the movie when I first watched it, but as I watched it again, I don't know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what I don't like about it, but it's enough that like it's kind of spoiled the movie for me. I think personally it's like a bit too chaotic, and I know that's the thing, like, oh, it's a multiverse movie, it's supposed to be chaotic, but I don't know, for me personally, I just thought the movie was a bit much. And I mean, I was kind of confused with the story at certain points, and maybe I need to rewatch it. All of these are like subject to change if I just rewatch the movie and like open my eyes a bit more. But for me personally, this is number 2 on my list. Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was just a bit too chaotic and I didn't really understand the story. Alright. Number 3, La La Land. Okay. This one is just... I like Ryan Gosling as an actor. And Emma Stone. That's her name, right? Emma Stone. Yeah. And Emma Stone. They're good actors. I'm just not a big, like... I'm not a big musical guy. So I literally recorded the rest of my list only for the videos to immediately delete. How? How is it possible? I literally just recorded them. And all of them don't. So that means I have to do the entire list again. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh, where did I leave off? Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like I said before, it's just like, it's a multiverse movie. And I'm not a big like fan of the multiverse, I guess. Like, I get the idea and I get the concept of it, but when I watched it, I had a hard time understanding the story. And like, I don't know, I just thought it was a bit too chaotic. And it was a bit too chaotic for me. And yeah, nothing against the actors. I thought the actors did a good job. I just didn't get the story, and I thought it was a bit like too chaotic, just like for me, because you know it's a multiverse movie. Number 3, La La Land. Now, I said this was overly forced, and it kind of came off as emotionally manipulative in a way. And I didn't really when I first did this, because I've already done this. Like, I didn't really dive into what I meant by that, but I eventually realized that while in my opinion it is kind of overly forced and a bit emotionally manipulative, it's mainly because it's a musical. Because at the end of this, I came to realize that I'm just not a big fan of musicals, romance movies, and I was gonna say dramas, but you know, like I like some dramas. I'm just not a big fan of like romantic musicals, which is exactly what this movie is. So that's why I didn't like it. I didn't like La La Land. I like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I think they're good actors. I just didn't like La La Land because it's a musical. Purely because of that. And I thought it was overly forced and emotionally manipulative in a way. Joker 2019 and Joker 2. I did not like Joker 2019 or Joker 2. I remember watching Joker, and I understand why they did it, because you know it's like a fresh take on the Joker. So you know it's like refreshing, it's cool, but it's the same problem that Venom 2018 kind of has, is that they're doing like the villain character, but they're doing it without the hero. And I understand it's about the Joker, it's about Arthur Fleck, and you know it's about him and his story and what like drives him to become the Joker. But like Joker 2 kind of ruined it for me. Like I didn't like Joker 2019 when it came out. I thought it was a bit weird, and I thought it kind of glorified violence a bit, if you get what I mean. And Joker 2 just really like reinforced the fact that I didn't like it, because Joker 2 was an abomination. Like, ooh, that ending, and like, wasn't Lady Gaga Harley Quinn or something like that? I can't even remember. Yeah, Joker 2, also a musical. No. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't like Joker or Joker 2 because I thought Joker, like the first one, kind of glorified violence, and I could never. You can never tell if what's happening in the movie is what's actually happening. Like, there's a theory that like the entirety of the first movie is like, just in Arthur's imagination, the Joker. And I don't really like movies like that. And the movie kind of, like, implies that, like, a bit. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like Joker 1 because of what I just said. And I don't like Joker 2 because it's a bad movie. And it's a musical. I'm sorry I'm, like, a bit blunt. I'm just annoyed because I've already done this. And now I just, like, I want to do it again. And I just want to get through it. Number 5, The Shape of Water. I think Guillermo del Toro directed this. I'm a fan of Pacific Rim, just not a big fan of this movie. I thought it was really weird. Like, when I first talked about it, in the footage you can't see, I thought it was just a bit weird, because, you know, it's about, like, this woman falling for this weird, like, human fish creature. And, like, why? I don't know. When I watched it, I thought, like, it was weird. And I thought the dialogue was just a bit... It's just a bit weird. Like, a bit eh. I don't know how to, like, explain it more than that. And I said this when I originally recorded this. These are all opinions. None of this is fact. And this is all what I personally think. And if you can't handle that, womp. I don't know. It's pretty unlucky. This is just what I think. If you like these movies, that's okay. If you like The Shape of Water, you might be a weirdo. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah, I don't like it because the dialogue's just a bit eh. The plot and the movie itself is just weird in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't seen these movies in ages, so I'm probably not gonna watch it again. But, like, if I watch other movies on this list, these might be subject to change. I don't know. Maybe. Alright. Number 6 is The Hunger Games. Now, okay. I don't know. This movie isn't a movie for me. And I have this vivid memory of going to watch The Hunger Games with my dad as a kid. And we got, like, halfway through the movie and I threw up. So we had to, like, leave early. Now, that's not because... I don't think it was because of the movie or anything. It was just, like, you know, kids getting sick as per usual. But, like, I think that kind of left, like, a sour taste in my mouth. That's, like... It's like a memory... Wow. It's a memory related to that movie that I've kind of just, like, subconsciously been like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna avoid that movie. But no, when I rewatched it older now, I don't know, I thought it was just a bit predictable, right? And I'm saying this as someone who's never read the Hunger Games book, because wasn't Hunger Games a book? Like, isn't it a book series before it became movies? Before it became a movie? I think it was, but I don't know. When I watched it, I thought it was just, like, too predictable. Like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen next. And, you know, it was just too predictable, and I thought the pacing was a bit weird. I thought it was just, like, too slow, you know? And, like, I don't know. Nothing against the actors. Like, I don't... The title is kind of misleading. I don't really hate these movies. I just don't like them. Or when I watch them, I just don't enjoy it. Yeah, nothing against the actors or anything. I just thought the movie was a bit too predictable, and, you know, the pacing was just a bit too slow for me. I don't know. Alright, the next one. Titanic. Now, I'm just going to dive straight into this. The movie's just way too long and way too melodramatic. These are the two things I just don't like about the movie. Like, I understand why it's melodramatic, because would it be considered a documentary? I don't think so. Were Jack and Rose real people? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, because I don't know. Another movie James Cameron directed that I just didn't like. Uh, like I said, it's just too long for me, and just like way too melodramatic, and it just like it. It's not a movie for me, and it's a romance movie. You know, Jack and Rose. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't for me, and it was just too long. And also, I gotta say that part, like you know, the ship is actively sinking. And there's a guy at like the top, and he falls, and and as he's falling into the water, he hits like the propeller. What is that thing called? Like the spinny thing at the bottom of ships, like at the end of the ships, that like spins and like makes the ship. Is it called? I think it's called a propeller. Like the guy falling and he hits that. That made me laugh. That made me laugh. But other than that, I wasn't invested in the movie. It's like, I don't know. I just thought it was a bit overrated because I remember my friends and people kept saying, Titanic it's the best movie, and you know when I watched it I was like, nah, I don't see what you guys see. Yeah, way too melodramatic and just too long. 3 hours and 14 minutes. No, a bit too long for me. A bit too long. All right. This one I already said in my when I previously made this, but I like Hugh Jackman, but I don't like The Greatest Showman. Yet again, it's I just have a thing with musicals, right? I just don't like musicals as much as I like movies, like actual movies. And like, I don't know, I thought Hugh Jackman did good in the movie. Like all the people did. I mean, there was this one character that I thought was a bit like odd. I can't remember their name. Yeah, and so okay, I put down notes next to the movie titles, and I'm only just now realizing how bad these notes are. Like, they don't go into why I don't like these movies at all. For Everything Everywhere All at Once, I put too chaotic. For Joker, for the two Joker movies, I put Venom 2018, but uncomfy. And for The Greatest Showman, I put too flashy / musical. That's just amazing. But yeah, other than that, like I said, it's a musical movie. I don't know, and it's just too flashy, and like I said before, these movies aren't just my kind of movies. Like, people call them good movies, but they're just like not my kind of movies, you know. I don't know. All right, second last one, Black Panther. Now, I thought this movie when it came out, like, cause I watched it on release where I am, I think. Yeah, or maybe a couple days after. I can't remember. But I thought this movie was just like too overhyped, and I'm not really a big Black Panther guy. Like, I don't hate his character. I'm just like not invested in his character as much as everyone else seems to be. Like, I understand the whole thing in like Civil War and Winter Soldier, where like, you know, he's angry at Bucky because he killed his dad. But it's just like, I don't know, I'm not a big Black Panther guy. And this movie just, because like I decided to watch it because like everyone was like, oh my god, Eli, you gotta watch this movie. It's peak. It's amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But when I watched it, I thought it was just a bit too overhyped. And also the CGI is a bit weird and a bit clunky. Near the end, where T'Challa's fighting Killmonger, like they're in Wakanda, but it's like there's like a train, I think, or like a weird thing. I don't know. But like that weird CGI fight where they're like jumping off of stuff and like swinging and like hitting each other. I thought it was just a bit weird. Like the CGI wasn't the greatest, and it was a bit clunky. and I don't know, it was just a bit bad for 2018 when I think it came out. But other than that, like, the story's fine, the characters are fine. I like T'Challa, he's cool. I just don't like. I don't not like Black Panther. I'm not invested in the character. Like, I know I said that, but I'm just, yeah. And I'm sorry if all this is coming off as a bit blunt. I am annoyed that when I previously recorded it, it just disappeared. But yeah, so I'm sorry about that. I want to dive more into this, but I kind of just want to get this over with. And lastly is Avengers Endgame. Now, I talked like 10 minutes about why I didn't like this movie. But I'm gonna be honest. When this movie came out and I first watched it, I was just like everyone else. I was like, oh my god, this movie's peak! Oh my god, Thanos, Thor finally killed Thanos. He cut off his head. Oh my god. 5 years? Oh my god, everyone's gone. Holy shit, Tony is a child now? Whoa. And like everything else. Oh my god, they went back in time. They're getting the stones. Oh my god, Thanos is back. Oh my god, Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, is holding Thor's hammer. Holy shit, this is peak. But like, as I rewatch it, and I just like, I go back, I'm kind of like, damn, this movie was really overhyped. Actually, no, I don't think it was overhyped, because, you know, it was the like final like Marvel movie where, like, you know, they're wrapping up the entire series. They didn't end up doing that. They're never gonna do that. But it was like the big conclusion of the Infinity Saga. And I don't know, I thought on rewatches it was just a bit lackluster, if you get what I mean. And the movie shouldn't be called Avengers Endgame. It should be called Fan Service the Movie. Because that's what it was. Like, Captain America holding Thor's hammer, which, no, they built that up since like Age of Ultron. That was like a thing. But like, other than that, I thought the movie was lackluster. On rewatches, I don't really like the time travel stuff because I thought it was just a bit lazy. And like, I say that, but how else were they gonna be Thanos? How else were they gonna bring everyone back? The stones were gone. Thanos is dead. The Infinity Gauntlet's basically useless. I really liked the Lost. I really liked how Tony Stark like sacrificed himself. I am Iron Man. And, like, brings everyone back. And kills Thanos and his army. But like, I don't know. I thought the movie was lackluster on a rewatch, and it just felt lazy. Like, I think if they did it like better, no, I feel like they should have done it better. Like, they should have. I don't know what they could have done. Honestly, I don't know what they could have done. But on rewatches, it's kind of it doesn't hit the same, and obviously it won't ever hit the same. Watching Endgame for the first time was like. Was amazing, but I don't know, it didn't hit the same. It really didn't hit the same, and it, like I said, like 5 times now, felt a bit lackluster, and I thought it was a bit lazy. I also didn't like Fat Thor. I don't know if I've said that already, but Fat Thor, I understand why, because, you know, he's depressed after basically like killing half the universe, like unintentionally, obviously. He should have went for the head, and then everyone's gone. Like, I understand why they did that. Oh, sorry, I'm sweating my fan thought. Like, he's depressed because, you know, that all that happened, and he blames himself. But like, I don't know. I just didn't like Fat Thor as a character. I thought he was a bit overdone, and I don't know. He's kind of what led to how Thor is now, which, you know, if you've seen Thor: Love and Thunder, he's a bit much. But you know, Avengers Endgame. The hype really blinded us, I think, because Avengers Endgame wasn't as good as everyone said it was. And I'm gonna be honest, that's really all I have. Those are 11 movies if you count Joker 2 as a movie, which I don't. Yeah, these are 11 movies that I low-key hate. And I say hate, but I don't hate them, I just didn't enjoy watching them. And I don't know. Leave a comment saying literally anything. Shit on me. I don't know. Give me compliments, give me praise, give me hate. Do whatever. Yeah. That's really all I have. And hopefully this video doesn't get deleted, because if it does, I'm not recording this again. I'm not yet. And if I am, I'm making it a short, because there's just no way. So, bye bye.